Hey everyone, this is Dave Ing. I am rebuilding my power steering pump for my Honda Accord. This covers 98 to 2002. It happens to be a four-cylinder version of the car. I wanted to show you the factory service manual first. This is the second time I'm doing it. I actually have an AutoZone, I think it's a Duralast power steering pump on the car right now, and it has failed. So I got a power steering pump from the salvage yard and I'm going to rebuild it. This kit has all of these different seals. Here is kind of an oblong one. Here's an O-ring. There is a pump seal down here and a couple of different O-rings. There's a bunch of different steps here, but I'll bring you over to the bench and we'll check it out.
So here's the kit that we just looked at. My guess is that the smaller blue one goes on the high pressure line that goes into the top of the power steering pump. I'll show you the power steering pump here initially. So we have a flywheel which is held on by 19mm nut. I managed to break this one off with my impact. I wasn't able to do it when it was on the car the last time. So I got this spanner wrench. You hold that in place and you can adjust it so it kind of locks down, holds the wheel in place, and then you could break that off with hand tools or a breaker bar. So I'm just going to take that off for a minute. There's a snap ring that we'll be removing. So this underneath here is a 10mm. This needs a hex bit socket. I have this from Harbor Freight. So I just kind of drilled this into a board to hold it in place and then broke this with a breaker bar. The one trick here that we're going to do is when you're disassembling it, there's a pump in here that has kind of these fins in it, and you want to hold the power steering pump this way and unscrew it so it drops down in this direction, and that way none of the fins drop out. I watched Eric the Car Guy's video and he pulled it off this way and all of the fins kind of fell everywhere. So I think you want to do it that way. So coming out of the top are two 10mm bolts. So the power steering pump would be this way on your car. And there is also an adjustment bolt. This one, it looks like that. It's 12mm. It goes in underneath here. And so what happens, and we'll do a separate video on this, but when you loosen that, there's a slider that slides down and then you can just take the belt off. And you just take the belt off of the wheel here. So these bolts here, I thought they were 10s, but they're actually 12s. Okay, so we're going to flip this over this way and see if we can break it loose and slide that assembly out. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's good. So we can see one of the rings in there, and it managed to come out in one piece. I'll just clean this up a little bit with paper towels, and there's an assembly that spins like this in here. So that inside one has flattened out pretty well, and you'll see that there's another O-ring on the inside here. So there's one on the outer, one on the inner. I'm going to take the snap ring off next, which is, I have these pliers from Icon and Harbor Freight. They're kind of expensive, but let's see how easy this is. Oh, nice. Easier than the last time. Don't use the cheap ones. Okay, what I did was that I found a socket that I could rest this on just so that I could hammer it out. So that is metal there, and I don't have the proper hammer for this. I don't think you should use metal on it, like hit metal to metal, but I just put some electrical tape on this 2-pound hammer, and it looks like it's going to work its way out. I'm actually a little concerned about the seal bearing. I will look up if this should be okay to use. The last one that I had on my car didn't have this grease spilling out, so I'm wondering if that is going to be a problem. I'll look that up. So unfortunately, I ran into an issue at the top of this valve. My bit kind of just rounded out a little bit on the inside of there. The metal could have been seized. I have a feeling that it was so oxidized in here that I may have not gotten this seated properly, and it just kind of, I couldn't get it loose. I'm going to leave it as is, and it doesn't look like it was leaking in that spot. So there's two seals on this assembly. There's one in here. I just went in with a pick and got that out, and then there's one here as well that has that overture on it. I'm going to use a small amount of power steering fluid as my lubricant when I'm reinstalling it. Make sure you use Honda on this one. It's very picky, and apparently they're picky about their power steering pumps as well. Just going to make sure that's seated. This one has gotten kind of flat over the years. And the one on the inside here, this one just fell out. It is super flat compared to the one that is coming out of the kit. And I think you just lay that in there and we will go to reassemble it. So there's the gasket on the inside. I have the new one here. I was trying to pick at it with this pick, and the videos that I watched online, they went in with a screwdriver just to pop it out, but I didn't love how they had metal on metal here, so I just put some electrical tape on it. Hopefully that'll protect the metal ring here enough. Okay, I think I finally got this to pop out with like this larger, I have a larger pick that I put some tape on since it's hard plastic. There we go. Yeah, that's what that looks like. You'll get it out, just work at it. And then if there's any residue in there, just clean that out, I would say. There's actually a piece of metal on the inside of there that kind of hit me in the face, so make sure you wear eye protection when you're removing this. I think that we might want to seat it a little bit better. Maybe I'll find a socket the size of it and we'll just get that seated properly. Okay, I did a little research and this is a sealed bearing, and there is some grease here that looks like it leaked out, but I was thinking that this could also be maybe oxidized power steering fluid just from the high RPMs. It is still running freely and I'm not hearing any grinding in it, so I'm just going to leave it as is. We'll just wipe it off and get on with the rebuild. So makeshift because I don't have the proper tools to be doing any of this stuff. I have a board with a hole in it, and I'm going to rest the pump on this to hammer it back down in, and so that way there's room for the top part of this. So there is a metal washer that goes down in that spot there. This is a 27 millimeter socket that looks like it will fit perfectly, like right on the metal, and I'll hammer it back in. You know what, I'm practically putting in with my fingers there. Now look at that. Okay, we will just need a little bit more seating on this. That went in a little easier than I thought. Okay, it is spinning freely. Put the snap ring back in. Oh, that went much easier than the last time I did it. Like this part, this bottom part should just go over this area of the power steering pump. Okay, so we have a gasket that then goes in here. Okay, it looks like he initially didn't want a seat, but he sits perfectly in there. Something seems wrong. He doesn't want to seat properly. Oh, there we go. He just pops into place. Okay. Then I'm going to screw those bolts back in, and we'll get it torqued down to the proper amount. We'll see you in the next video for the install if you need it. I will have links in the description. Make sure you go OEM. You can get them on eBay. You can also get them in salvage yards. I will put the OEM part number in the description, torque specification, as well as the Edelman kit number. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Wish you all the best.